If you're looking to start a business in the sunny state of Florida, setting up a limited liability company or LLC is definitely the way to go. An LLC gives you personal liability protection and tax benefits to help get your venture off the ground. But I know the formation process can seem intimidating with all the legal jargon and requirements. That's why in this video, we're gonna break it all down step by step so you can start your Florida LLC with confidence. We'll cover all the need-to-knows from choosing a name to file the paperwork, stay compliant year after year, and more. So grab a notepad and let's dive into the 7 key steps for starting an LLC in Florida. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell. Let's get it! First, is Florida a good state for an LLC? In a word, absolutely. The Sunshine State is one of the most business-friendly states in the whole country for LLCs. Not only is the cost of living and operating relatively low, but Florida doesn't have a personal income tax for LLC members or partners. Music to an entrepreneur's ears. Over 2 million small businesses currently operate as LLCs in Florida, across all kinds of major industries like tourism, agriculture, aerospace, life sciences, and more. In 2022 alone, Florida ranked 16 nationally for new business creation. If you want to enjoy that sunny beach lifestyle while running your own successful company, Florida is definitely the place to do it. The business incentives and low costs make it an LLC paradise. Florida LLC seems premium, right? So how much does it cost? This is one of the biggest advantages of the Florida LLC. It's so affordable to get started. The state filing fee for the Articles of Organization to officially form your LLC is just $125. Compared to other setup fees and taxes in some states, that's a steal. Of course, you'll have some additional minor costs, like hiring a registered agent, which is required, but we'll cover ways to minimize those expenses. Overall, you can form a basic Florida LLC for under $200 in most cases. Not a bad investment to get liability protection and credibility for your new business. Okay, are you ready to learn how to make it official? We're going to show you the 7 key steps. Every entrepreneur needs to form a Florida LLC. Let's break each of those steps down in detail. I'll be sharing Florida-specific guidance, tips to save money, and all the resources you need linked up in the video description. Let's get started! Step 1. Naming your Florida LLC. Your business name is the first impression you'll give to potential customers. So you want to pick a memorable one? Florida has some rules to prevent duplicates and misleading names. First, your name must include one of these designations: Limited Liability Company, the abbreviation LLC or LLC. You can't use words implying you're a government body or a licensed entity like a bank. And the name can't be deceptively similar to an existing LLC already registered in Florida. Once you have some name ideas, do a search on the Florida Division of Corporations website to see if your desired name is still available. I also recommend checking if a matching domain name is available too. Even if you don't plan on having a website right away, it's wise to secure that URL. Step 2. Appointing a registered agent. This is a crucial step that a lot of people don't fully understand. Every LLC in Florida is required to appoint and maintain what's called a registered agent to accept service of process and other legal documents on behalf of the company. This agent must be either an individual resident of Florida with a physical street address in the state or an authorized registered agent service company. Sorry, no PO boxes allowed. You can technically act as your own registered agent, initially to save some money, but I highly recommend just hiring an affordable registered agent service, which typically costs around $100 per year. This keeps your personal address off of public records and gives you a reliable professional service to receive and forward all legal documents. Step 3. Filing the Articles of Organization. Once you've nailed down your name and appointed a registered agent, it's time to officially form your LLC. You'll need to file the Articles of Organization paperwork with the Florida Division of Corporations. This document includes all the key details about your new LLC, like the official LLC name you've chosen, the principal mailing address, your registered agent's name and street address, whether it's a manager-managed or member-managed LLC, the signature of the LLC organizer. You can file online or by mail, but but obviously online filing is faster. With approval in just a couple of business days, compared to potentially several weeks by mail. Either way, the state filing fee is $125. Once approved, you'll receive an official stamped copy of your articles, proving your Florida LLC has been successfully formed. It's officially official at that point. Step 4, creating an operating agreement. An operating agreement doesn't sound too exciting, but it's one of the most important internal documents for an LLC. While it's not legally required in Florida, I strongly advise taking the time to draft a solid operating agreement. This document lays out in writing the rights and responsibilities of all the LLC members or partners. It specifies how profits, losses, and distributions will be split up, outlines the management structure, whether it's member-managed or manager-managed, formalizes procedures for scenarios like adding new members, transferring ownership interests, or even dissolving the LLC down the road. Having this operating agreement gives you an official paper trail and helps maintain the liability protections of the LLC by separating it from your personal affairs. You can find free templates online to customize for your Florida LLC. Just make sure all members understand and approve this document. Step 5, getting an EIN. The Employer Identification Number, or EIN, acts like a social security number, but for your Florida LLC business entity. You need this 9-digit number to open a business bank account, hire employees, and file federal taxes. Thankfully, the process to get an EIN from the IRS is straightforward and 100% free. Just head to their website, complete the online application with some basic info about your new Florida LLC, and they'll issue you that EIN immediately. Getting an EIN is a super important step to legitimize your business, so don't skip it. That number is how the IRS will identify and track your LLC going forward for all federal filings and taxes. Step 6, licenses and permits. Depending on your industry and business activities, there may be certain licenses or permits you need to obtain before you can legally operate your Florida LLC. Common ones include sales tax permits, occupational licenses for skilled trades, permits for restaurants, construction companies, and other regulated fields. You'll apply for state-level licenses and permits through the Florida Department of Business and Professional Regulation, or Department of Revenue. It's also wise to check if there are any county or municipal-level licenses required by your local city or town for your particular business activities. Do your research and get squared away on this step from the start. Operating your Florida LLC without the proper licensing can lead to fines, being shut down temporarily, or other legal issues you don't want. Step 7, staying annually compliant. Okay, your Florida LLC is officially formed and ready. First up, open a separate business bank account and get a business credit card. This separates your personal assets from the LLC's and helps maintain that liability protection. Next, mark your calendar for the biggest annual compliance requirement, the Florida Annual Report. All LLCs must file this report and pay the $138,075 fee each year by May 1st to keep the company active and in good standing. Miss this filing, and there's a hefty $400 late fee tacked on. Let it go long enough, and the state will administratively dissolve your Florida LLC. If your LLC has employees, you'll also need to register for reemployment tax through the Florida Department of Revenue. This covers unemployment insurance and applies to all employees, even temporary or part-time workers. Finally, make sure to keep your registered agent information up to date. If it ever changes addresses in Florida, having an inactive or invalid registered agent on file can also risk your LLC's active status. Follow those compliance steps annually, keep diligent records, and your Florida LLC's approval should smoothly renew year after year with no issues. Let's quickly recap those 7 key steps one more time. 1. Choose a name. 2. Appoint a registered agent. 3. File the articles of organization. 4. Create an operating agreement. 5. Get an EIN. 6. Obtain required licenses and permits. 7. Maintain annual compliance. There you have it. Future business owners! You now know all the crucial steps for starting a Florida limited liability company. It's really not as complicated as it may seem if you just take it step by step. By forming an LLC, you'll have credibility, liability, protection, some great tax benefits, and a solid foundation to grow your company in the Sunshine State. Florida makes it pretty easy and inexpensive to get set up properly. So go forth and form that Florida LLC. Make it official, get all your ducks in a row, and then spend some time relaxing on the beach. You've earned it. If you're feeling inspired and ready to officially form your LLC after watching, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. I've got so many more videos coming packed with free resources and tips for new entrepreneurs like you. And if you want a hassle-free shortcut for the LLC formation process, check out the special discount link for zenbusiness down in the video description. They're an awesome online incorporation service that can do all the hard paperwork for you. Filing the articles of organization, getting your EIN, customizing your operating agreement, and more. With their help, they can have your Florida LLC formed, and 100% legit usually within just a couple of business days. That's way faster than trying to do it all by yourself. And right now through my link, their service is basically $0 plus the 125 Florida state fee, an absolute steal. So definitely take advantage of that awesome deal. If you want to get your Florida LLC formed quickly and easily. Thanks again for watching, and best of luck with your new business. I'll catch you next time with more invaluable tips for entrepreneurs right here on the channel.